Hello everyone. Here's my 10-minute presentation for Edit 6190. My research interest/topic for this semester is on using maker education projects to motivate a group of Girl Scouts into doing more STEM-related activities. Let's get started. The main literature that influenced my research topic and artifact comes from a report conducted by the Girl Scout Research Institute. In 2011, the organization conducted a mixed research methodology to see how girls saw themselves in STEM. The report mentions that most research to this point focused on the why girls lose interest in STEM. The aim of the institute was to contribute to the research on how to get girls interested in STEM. The institute first conducted a series of focus groups in selected cities in the United States to gather data on girls ages 8 through 18 on how they felt about STEM. A second portion of the study was an online questionnaire to sample about 852 girls ages 14 through 17. The main findings from the GRSI full report indicate, contrary to popular belief, girls like STEM. The creative and problem-solving aspect of STEM draws girls. They love solving the puzzle and trying to put things together. They enjoy figuring out how things work. The DNA of a STEM girl sets her apart. STEM girls, which are girls really interested in STEM, are usually high achievers, have confidence in their academic abilities. They have higher goals for themselves, and support/exposure to STEM from a parent or another adult role model. A gap exists between STEM interest and career choice. Girls that are interested in STEM also have other interests that might overshadow their interest in STEM. Findings show that they rank helping people as the top reason to choose a particular career path. The story differs for African American and Hispanic girls. African American and Hispanic girls have a high interest in STEM, high confidence, and a strong work ethic, but have fewer supports, less exposure, and lower academic achievement than Caucasian girls. This finding caught my attention the most as the girls I will be working with are predominantly African American. Also, as an African American woman that self-identifies as a STEM girl, I can relate to most of the statement presented, which led me to my new research questions and artifacts for this semester. Since the report shows that there is a lack of support for African American girls interested in STEM, I thought I would do my artifact and research paper on a pilot project introducing a STEM-based project to a local Girl Scout troop. If these young girls are exposed to a STEM, more specifically a maker educational project, would they be more inclined to have more projects like this? Would it spark an interest in more STEM-based troop meetings? Therefore, for this semester, my artifact became a maker educational lesson. My research question is, if the girls are exposed to a STEM, more specifically a maker educational project, would they be more inclined to have more projects like this? Would it spark an interest in more STEM-focused troop meetings? While doing research into the type of project I wanted to introduce to the girls, I came across a Girl Scout approved project for Squishy Circuit. The Girl Scouts have a journey booklet that features maker educational based projects that the girls or troop volunteers can do. I went with the Squishy Circuits project specifically because of different age groups with the girls that I will be working with in this troop. Squishy Circuits can be seen all over Maker Educational sites. It's a great project that the age range of girls I will be working with can use and everyone can participate. On March 21st, I presented a demonstration of a Girl Scout approved project called Squishy Circuits. I provided each girl with a battery pack, a selection of Play-Doh, some homemade insulating dough, and a selection of LEDs. I met the girls at their usual meeting location, the local recreational center. We were set up in one of the big rooms with hardwood floors at the front of the building. We positioned tables so that each table had an older kid with a younger kid so that they could assist the younger ones with working on their squishy circuits. The troop included girls from grades 1 through 5. Some of the older girls had exposure to the concept of electricity and circuits, but the younger ones did not. There were also at least 3 parents in the crowd. I understand that it's common for the parents to stick around during troop meetings. I led the demonstration with a quick overview and lesson on circuits and electricity. Then the girls were free to get creative with their circuits. Following some free time and snacks, the girls were handed a survey to complete to gauge their feelings on the demonstration. Data was captured and measured via surveys from the girls. Data from the survey shows that the girls really enjoyed the demonstration. I was expecting the girls to come up to me and mention other STEM related things they would like to have happen. But what happened instead was that the parents would come up to me and ask if I would be coming back, or if there were other demonstrations I would be doing with the girls. As I thought about this, I wondered if the girls' reluctance was because I was new to them. When I look at it this way, it makes sense to me that the parents be less apprehensive about approaching me instead of the kids. A few takeaways from my project is that not everyone responded to the surveys, specifically some of the older girls that were there. The surveys became an issue when we realized we didn't have utensils for all the girls to fill them out. It was done at the end of the program while some parents were leaving. The new plan was then for the girls to take the surveys home and bring them back with them at the next meeting. Unfortunately, their next meeting was a trip to Savannah, so I think the surveys got lost somewhere in between all of that activity. I think in the future I will definitely make sure to have pencils there and leave time ahead of the end of the meeting to make sure that they fill them out and collect them myself. I was able to capture 3, but unfortunately 2 of the 3 were from the younger girls in the group. The kids seem to be more visual, so next time I think I'll lead with a demonstration before the lesson. I think the kids didn't grasp the concepts from my discussion. It wasn't until they had to make them on their own that they began to grasp the concepts I was trying to get across to them in the lesson. Next time I think I'll lead with a demonstration and probably let that be the basis for the lesson instead of a PowerPoint followed by demonstration. And thanks to the case study that I did for this class, I think it might be worthwhile next time to have someone be with the camera to follow the kids around with what they are doing instead of having it be stationary at one point in the room. So where do we go from here? I'm definitely open to doing more work with the Girl Scout troop. I wonder if I can schedule a recurring meeting with the girls to expose them to more STEM-based projects. I would definitely need more data on this group of girls and their specific STEM interests, and then based on that, incorporating more projects around what they're interested in. I was able to see a demonstration of a pop-up Makers Day with the work that Gretchen Thomas and her class is doing with the local elementary class. They too did a demonstration with squishy circuits. I wonder if by adding a recurring STEM-based lesson to this troop, by the end of their Girl Scout year, we could also do a pop-up Makers Day at some local community event. For future research, I think I can check into what other STEM-based projects other Girl Scout troops are also doing. Perhaps getting a little more demographic data about the girls in this troop and finding a way to track their level of interest in STEM to see if it grows, stays the same, or drops off, as well as being able to evaluate if any of the STEM interventions that I'm introducing to them will have any effect on that. Thank you for watching. This is the conclusion of my 10-minute presentation. Thanks.